Right, guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, obviously, we just finished with Grapple King 7, absolutely fantastic event. Obviously, in Port Lease, obviously, everybody heard about my unfortunate travelling restrictions, so I didn't get over for it, which was an absolute nightmare. But they had a great event regardless. As I say, they didn't need me there at all. So, but it was a fantastic event. So, we're going to be moving on then to SGI10. So, obviously, Scottish Grappling again coming with another SGI system, SGI10. Going to be Saturday, May the 7th. So, obviously, next month. Going to be in the usual place, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. Now, obviously, James McIntyre and the Scottish Grappling teams have put up the fight card. Obviously, the three parts of the fight card, and already this looks like an unbelievable card. So, obviously, fingers crossed, that's going to be the final card. Obviously, there is always pullouts and changes and stuff like that, but hopefully it stays as it should be, because it is an absolute fantastic card. It's highlighting some of the best grapplers across, obviously, UK and Ireland are going to be on the show that night, which is always great to see. So, the main event is going to be Dominic Dillon up against Kieran Brohan. That's for the #1 contender match. Obviously, the winner will go on and take on Shawnee Stewart at some point at a future SGI. So, absolutely fantastic main event that they've got on as well. Now, my next guest is going to be on the show that night. So, obviously, Finnley Brown of Gracie Barra Fife. Now, obviously, me and Finnley, we've known each other for a number of years. Obviously, Finnley came through the youth, obviously as a juvenile, came up through the kids scene at Gracie Barra Fife. Absolutely brilliant. Always love chatting with him. He always drops me messages. We have messages back and forward. And whenever we see each other at events, it's absolutely brilliant seeing him. And one thing I liked about Finnley as well, he was always out competing as well, always putting himself out there as well. Very, very technical, I'd say, under Darren Clark. So it's going to be awesome to see Finnley back on the scene, the jiu-jitsu scene. And I know SGI was one that he wanted to get on as well. So here we are, Finnley, SGI 10. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, mate. I'm feeling great.
Nice. Nice. I'd say I always loved watching you, as in competitions, and I said anytime we've seen each other, I always took time to kind of have a chat with each other and stuff like that.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Meeting friends, having fun.
Definitely. And how's everything going with you training wise then? So obviously now that we are officially back.
Right.
Yeah. How's everything at GB Fife?
Oh, place is getting great. Obviously, getting loads and loads of members and that starting up all the time. It's just brilliant. Yeah. It's a good atmosphere in that as well. It's a great place to be.
It was always good. I mean, I remember coming up to the GB Dundee. Obviously, did the Fionn Davies seminar. Coming up to Dundee, and obviously spending some time up there with the guys over there as well. And as I said, Darren Clark's an awesome guy. I always loved Darren, and do you know what I mean? And obviously, just seeing how you guys are all competing whenever you're out there, and obviously keeping up with your training and stuff like that. So it's always great to see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got a few cracking seminars lined up, I hope so. Hopefully get a good few in this year as well.
Yeah. It's going to be a good year as well. I mean, I'd say this is our first year back in 2 years. I'd say the last 2 years we've had nothing or very, very little. But this is going to be obviously the full, hopefully, fingers crossed, a full year of events and training and stuff like that, which it's been unusual. I mean, especially for you, because obviously when you went in, what age were you when lockdown started? You'd have been, what, 17?
I would have been 14 when I first started jiu-jitsu.
Right. Well, what I mean is, even lockdown started 2 years ago, what age were you in?
I would have been 17.
So you went into lockdown as a kid, come out as an adult.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's crazy, man. As the last 2 years has been torture.
It has been a mental one, definitely.
I know in Scotland as well. I mean, anybody that doesn't know, Scotland got hit very bad with the restrictions. As I said, unfortunately, we weren't allowed to open at all. We didn't get the elite athlete status that obviously like England and stuff like that got. So we didn't really have. I know that we were able to apply for it, but I don't think many people either applied for it or they weren't allowed to apply for it. So because obviously it only related to England. So Sports Scotland kind of hammered us a bit, Finnley, where we weren't allowed to train at all.
It was a bit difficult one as well, like not being able to train in that as much as I used to. Like it was definitely a new way of life kind of thing. But then obviously when things started to open up and everything, it just kept it got me back into it, and I'm just ready to do stuff now.
Yeah, nice, nice. And what about SGI10? Because I know that me and you'd spoke previously. I think because you said there earlier on. Obviously, we spoke when you got your blue belt, and the first
Yeah.
thing you said to me is, "Stuart, when can I get on SGI10?" Do you know what I mean? So that was the first thing you thought of. And I said, "Here we are." So how did you find out you were going to be SGI10?
So obviously, like they put up like registrations / applications. So I applied for that once, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make sure I've applied properly. So I'm just sending another one, and then obviously I got the message from Darren the next day, and saying that I've got a match confirmed, and I was absolutely over the moon, so delighted
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, yeah. And I say you've seen SGIs before, and obviously they're
Yeah,
always a great venue, and this time's going to be even better because you're going to come out to your own walkout music. You're going to be pay-per-views and stuff like that as well. So the amount of people that are going to be able to see it is going to be a lot more than previous SGIs.
yeah, definitely. No, it'll be interesting to see have like all eyes on that on you kind of thing and that, and it'll be a little bit better as well, like coming out with your own music and stuff and that as well. I feel like I'll get you a bit more pumped up and in the zone kind of thing as well. So I'm looking really forward to it.
Yeah. Have you got your walkout music already picked out, or are you still
I do
deciding?
indeed. I do indeed.
We'll keep that secret until May the 7th, definitely. So it's going to be great because obviously, anytime we've been at events before and people walk out to walkout music, some walk out to some of the most hilarious music possible. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
so I won't be a second, Finley.
Halo asked if you can use one of the boots.
Cool, cool. So we're just getting told to move away, Finley.
No problem, mate.
We're getting standing.
Oh no, that's fine. I'll go at you, right. So obviously I'm too loud. I'm too loud, mate. So but yeah, some of the music and stuff like that people come out to is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
They come out to like
different.
strange music and oh mate, it's just so funny. So they're going to be good to hear. Obviously, all the grapplers on May the 7th and what kind of music and stuff like that they do actually come out to. So
Yeah.
And then what about this year then? So 2022 is going to be our year. It's going to be a big year for grappling. Yep. So what's your plans then? Obviously SGI10 will be your main focus.
So obviously we've got SGI10 coming up in that as well. So it'll be interesting to get something a little bit more different rule set and stuff as well. So only 10 minutes matches or whatever. So I'm looking forward to that, and then hopefully come out with that feeling healthy and fit, and then we'll go move on to the British this year. We'll go down to the British, try and get a big squad of the guys from the gym, and then see where the rest of the year takes us, I guess.
Yeah, British is always one that you guys go down to. It's always one that GB5, GB Dundee and stuff like that go down to. So you guys usually always well representing. You always do well when you go down as well.
Yeah, definitely. No, we've got a good squad of competition guys, and we're just ready. Yeah. We're nice. This is the year. This is it.
And then what about because obviously the British? So the British is always a good one. What about any other things that you might want to do then? So obviously SGI, the British, anything else that you might have your eyes set on?
Yeah, I'd like to go down. Obviously, once we get past the British and stuff, like then come back up, do like the Scotland competitions and that throughout the year, and then hopefully next year maybe opt for the Euros. See how we get on with that.
Nice. Euros always great. I mean, obviously I wasn't there this year. Obviously it was in Rome, so it was a little bit different. But Lisbon was always a great city, great place to go. Rome as well. Rome would have been absolutely awesome. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But the Euros always a great competition. GB, Gracie Barra, always well represented when they ever go to the Euros and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So feels like a big family. Definitely a big family when you go over there. So and then what about the family? How's the family going on? How's everybody there?
Yeah, everyone's good. Obviously, like it was a bit like a with COVID and stuff, it wasn't the best of times, obviously, because we were all just sort of stuck in the house and stuff. But obviously, now everything's open back up, everybody's back at work, we're all getting all along again, just stuff like that. So it's good.
Mum not strangle anybody during the lockdown?
Quite surprisingly not. Close to it a few times, I think, but
I can imagine, I can imagine your mum just want to kill people like that. Shut up, leave me alone.
Definitely.
No, it's great. Is mum going to be there on May the 7th?
Yeah, she's talking about coming along, try to get a ticket for that. So
Nice. So it'll be good to see her again as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's always great seeing you guys whenever you guys are at competitions and so on. So and then final thing for you then, Finnley. So you've been in the game for a number of years now.
Yep.
Obviously, you're only young, you're still young, but obviously been in the game for so long, so much experience and so on. But anybody you want to shout out to? So obviously any kind of friends, family members, teammates, anything like that.
Yeah, I would just like to shout out all the guys at GB Fife that have helped me prepare for the match, that have helped me over the years and stuff. Obviously, it was a bit difficult at times in that because I was still young and I was just getting smashed all the time. But obviously, they've brought me along and it's gave me the confidence to go out there and just do what I need to do. I also like to shout out to mom and David. If it wasn't for my stepdad, then I probably wouldn't have came along to jiu-jitsu. So big shout out to him, and obviously Darren Clark as well. Ken, cracking black belt, even better coach and stuff as well. He's been another father figure to me, so it's good. So
it's a great support network, really great support network you have around you. Do you know what I mean? I said obviously the guys at GB Fife, GB Dundee and stuff like that, absolutely fantastic. I mean, obviously whenever you guys turn up at comps, you always turn up mob-handed, everybody's together, always looking forward to it. Even when you're competing or not competing, as a lot of people still turn up. And obviously
there's always there people for support and stuff as well. So it's always good to see that.
Definitely. Listen, I'm buzzing to see you May the 7th. As I said, I know you've been harping on at me about getting on the show. And here we are. We're now here. So listen, guys, we're going to have Finnley Brown, Gracie Barra Fife, May the 7th. So that's Saturday, May the 7th. Now, check out Scottish Grappling's page. Obviously, all the ticket information will be there. It is on pay-per-view. All right, so there is going to be a pay-per-view. There's going to be commentators. There's going to be walkout music. And, oh, mate, it's going to be an awesome night. It's going to be definitely one of the best SGI nights that we've probably ever had. And that's quite a big, bold statement considering some of the shows that we have previously seen with SGIs. But this is going to be an absolutely awesome night. We're definitely looking forward to seeing you there, Finnley. As I said, I always know how much you've been wanting to do this. We're here. We're ready
I'm just
to go.
ready for it. I'm excited. So
definitely. Definitely go in, do it. But listen, enjoy the rest of your training. Obviously, stay safe, buddy.
Yep,
all right.
I will do, mate.
And I will see you next month, buddy. All right.
I'll see you then.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, mate. Cheers.